Praise the Lord, y'all. Welcome back to Christ First Homemaking. My name is Sister Shitties. If you are new here, I have so many new subscribers and I'm so happy to welcome you to our home. I am going to introduce myself just short and sweet. I live in Louisiana. I am a single mother of 3 children. My son will be 13 tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. This vlog was from Saturday. It was just me and my girls because my son spent the weekend at our church where we fellowship at our ministry, and so he had tons and tons of fun. And so this weekend was just me and my girls, and we spent this Saturday refreshing. And so I'm just happy that you are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I do encourage you to subscribe so that you do not miss a video. But today, y'all, I am so excited because we get to get rid of our fall decorations. Well, I wouldn't say get rid of, but we're going to put them away and we are going to put up our spring decorations. So yes, you read that title right. Out with the old and in with the old. That is one way that I do save money when it comes to home decor, is that I will reuse decorations from the year before. And if they're in bad condition, then I'll get rid of them. But for the most part, the decorations that we had from last spring were still really good, and so last year I just put them away. I stored them, and so that's the same thing I'm going to do this year with the fall decor, is put the fall decor away, and then some of it will come back out in the fall and some of it I did throw away. I do thrift a lot of things, so the things that you're seeing that's going on the table today, the vase and the flowers were thrifted, as well as the coaster holder. The placemats came from Dollar Tree. The coasters themselves also came from Dollar Tree. Ignore the big white mark on my table. This is a very loved table, y'all. We sit at this table and eat many, many meals, but that's okay. That just shows that it's got a little bit of character, okay? But that is one thing that will truly save you money, is you do not have to buy new decor every single year, especially if you're buying things that you truly enjoy to look at. And so the things that you see me putting up are things that I have found from different stores, different thrift stores or discount stores. But for the majority of the things, they came from like Dollar Tree or the thrift store. And so I do like finding things at the thrift store because a lot of the stuff is really good quality and it's for, affordable prices. Some of the things, if y'all notice, the thrift store is definitely going up on things, but I will say I have found some really good deals on things. And so yes, I will thrift things and I will reuse decorations, and I will be doing that. The Lord wants us to be wise and good stewards of finances, and I am not going to sit here and say that I have always been good with finances, y'all. If you've watched my obedience video, I've gotten myself in a really bad financial situation from just overspending and not being mindful of what I was buying when I was buying it, and just kind of spending money unwisely. And so I have gotten to a point where I do want to be more financially wise with my money that the Lord is giving me, because it ultimately comes from the Lord. And so when I buy things for my home, I do want to make sure that I'm being mindful that I'm not buying things unnecessarily, and also reusing things that I know can be reused. If things are damaged or it may be, slightly broken, to be able to repair those things, to fix them. And if they can't be, that's different. But if they're able to be repaired, then repair them. And so that is one thing that I truly have been trying to grow into, is that when I want to purchase something, to look in my home and see if I have something that may be similar to what I'm trying to purchase and make it my own. Our homes are still a reflection of Christ, so it's still important that whatever that we are making that is our own, that it still reflects what we want people to see when they enter our home. I was moving the living room around. I took off pictures that were on my wall where my head was uncovered. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I do cover my head. Those pictures no longer reflected my life now in Christ, so I removed them. I am not a big DIYer. There are some times when I may make things on my own, but for the most part, if I can thrift it for an affordable price, I'll do that. But when you know, the seasons change. There's nothing wrong with maybe buying something new. Like, I do know for the fall I'll have to buy a new door hanger because I had to do a makeshift like address on ours because our apartment complex is doing construction, and so when I went to take the tape off of it, it completely ripped the coloring and the words and stuff off of it. So I will have to replace that. But that came from Dollar Tree, so that's, you know, it's not super expensive. But there are ways to get around spending so much money. We spend so much time looking at people on social media and their homes and all the maybe beautiful things that they have, and their homes are very beautiful. But these are the homes that the Lord has provided for us, and we should be able to make them a home on, you know, a budget. We shouldn't have to go spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars to make our home beautiful, because at the end of the day, you can have a beautiful home, but when the presence of God is not there, it makes it ugly. It's important that whatever we're doing, whether it be to make our homes, that our character lines up. And I can tell y'all, I have been in a season of just trying to continue to push myself, because it's gotten hard these last couple weeks, just staying focused and continuing to move. Just the issues of life, you know, just really can stress you out. And I have been in that place of just being stressed out. I do want to continue to into the things of God, as the Word of God says. And so even though, you know, we are homemakers and it is a calling from the Lord, He still wants us to steward our own lives, you know, our own personal lives in the same fashion. So the same way that we make our homes beautiful, our temple, our spirit should be the same exact way unto the Lord. But that's going to require us to look at ourselves. So there's going to be times when you are scrolling through social media and you're saying, oh, I want this because this looks beautiful in their home. But it could be something that's not even you. It could be something that's like, I wouldn't even buy that had I not seen it in someone else's home. I love to find things that are thrifted. I do cover my couches, so I'm going to pause right here. I do cover my couches for a number of reasons. I bought these couches 7 years ago, and they are still in really good condition. And so just, I say the past 3 or 4 years, I began to cover them up just to keep them in good condition and to hold on to them for as long as I can, because y'all, furniture is expensive. And yes, I do have 3 children. They're not hard on furniture like they could be, because I know they're rough kids and they can, you know, tear things up if I would allow them to do it. But I want to keep the things that I have nice, so that when it comes time for me to have to purchase new things, I don't have to worry about, okay, well, I need something now because this is broken or this is damaged, and I can just cover my couches and they'll stay nice. And if I decide to leave them uncovered, I don't have to worry about them being damaged, because I only cover them to keep them nice. So they're not damaged in any way. But this is one of the ways that I do like to save money. And some may say, oh, well, that's not really saving money, but it is. If you have children and whatever your living space is, if it's being frequently used, things become wear and tear. And if you have the ability to maintain it without having to purchase new, you are saving money. But if I was to leave my couches uncovered and over the years the wear and tear got to them, and then the color began to fade and there's holes and rips everywhere, then it's not being maintained, and then yeah, I would have to buy new furniture. And I don't want to have to do that, not unless it's like absolutely necessary. And that's still being a good steward, because when the Lord gives you things, it is our job, especially as women of God, as homemakers, to take care of those things. Because if you take care of them, guess what? You don't have to buy them. You don't have to do those things. And so when we get things, even if it's something small, to still take care of it. And then you'll find out down the road that you've got things that are still nice, in really good condition, and you don't have to worry about, hey, okay, well, I've been needing X, Y, and Z, and because this is broken now. With the prices of things being so high, we really cannot afford to just be spending money on just frivolous things. And I'm speaking for myself as well. So when I'm talking to y'all on my channel and in my videos, I'm also speaking to myself, because I know I have been in space where I just buy things because they look nice, or I buy things because I feel like I need them. And a lot of times I don't. And sometimes it may be a need. It may be something that I do want for my home, but I still want to be very intentional on the things that I purchase for my home, whether it be for myself, for my home, for my children. And so a lot of the things we will reuse. There are things in my home that we share now. At one point, I did not share our head coverings with my girls. I did not, but now I do, because why not? I've got so many of them, and they are no longer wearing caps as much. They're wearing the wraps, and so a lot of times they'll come in my room and they'll just get some out of my closet, and that saves money because now, you know, they're almost $9 a piece, and at one point they were only like $3 and $4. And so that is ways that we can save money in our home. And so when the seasons change, it's super fun to pull out the decorations from the year before, because sometimes I honestly forget what they look like. But y'all, setting up my table really brought me some joy because it brightened up the living room, and I was able to open up the doors and let the fresh air in that the Lord had provided for that day, because it felt so beautiful. It was so nice. It was quiet and very much peaceful. And so, y'all, I do truly hope that this video encouraged you to just look around your home and see what you can reuse. And in different places, you don't have to use the same decorations in the same place. You can move them around. They don't have to be in the same place, because then guess what? You can see it somewhere else, and it can make you even happier to have it in that space than the previous one. So I do encourage you to be very mindful and be a good steward of the finances that the Lord has provided for us, for our home, and for our families. And if you can thrift it, thrift it. If you can get it at a discount store, get it at a discount store. Okay? Our homes can be beautiful without spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars. We can be homemakers on a budget. We truly can, and I know it can. But I am so glad that you are here. I hope this video encouraged you. Do subscribe, like, comment, share this video with other homemakers. This is Christ First Homemaking. This is Sister Shanice, and I am signing off.